So it's about transition for us. So you transition to a career in the primary sector. If you're a student and you're from a farming background, you will have intergenerational support. Your grandfather, your father will have taught you things, or your mother have taught you things along the way. And so when you go to university, you're learning to run the farm. So our course is a 40-week primary trade certificate. You will also get a New Zealand certificate in agriculture at level 3, which will go on your NZQA. It's 125 credits, and that covers the broad base of farming in New Zealand, with a few specialist parts in there depending on which part of the industry you end up in. So as we said, we're employment focused over education. So our main end goal is to make sure that your employment and every single person is guaranteed a job at the end. As long as they complete the program, they will have a job, and no two ways about it. What we're trying to do is to facilitate people into the job, and we do it as a whole package. So you will still get a qualification, you'll still get a level 3 New Zealand certificate in agriculture, but more importantly is we'll teach you how to farm, we'll introduce you to employers, and we'll introduce you to employers that are going to take you forward to your next stage. But also we teach you how to do it in such a way that you can continue growth and lifelong learning and all of those sort of things. It's quite an intensive package where there's a great deal of practical in it. You still have to do the theory as well, but basically that's our mantra: teach you to farm, get you a job, and look after you for 6 months afterwards. So we do a lot of pastoral care once you're in that job. We talk to you regularly, we make sure that you've got someone to call if you need it, and we make sure that transition is as smooth as possible.
So essentially you're pretty much training someone up who wants to get into the agricultural scene. You give them all the theory knowledge they need, and then you look after them for 6 months after they've been.
That's right. And some of it's about learning in a different way. I mean, sometimes at school you learn in a certain way, and we start very much more from a practical point of view, and because we're lucky that we can do that in the type of industry that we're in, and so we can keep you moving along. It's very hard if you just go straight into a job to then continue your learning, because you won't really want to do it. And so I've got nothing against part-time learning as you earn, but if you're starting into the industry to start with, you need a certain level of skills. Wouldn't it be great to go onto your first farm and say, yep, I know what you're talking about, I know how much pasture's in that paddock, I can work it out, I can tell you because I know how to do it.